What if you could build a business that completely changes your life in just 1 hour a day? It sounds kind of nuts, I know, but forget the 12-hour grind. We're about to break down how 365 focused hours, just 1 hour a day for a year, can totally reshape your future. You see this quote, it just flips the whole hustle culture thing right on its head, doesn't it? We've all been sold this idea that you have to grind, that more hours automatically means more success. But you know what? The people who've actually built real wealth know that's just not true. It's not about the sheer number of hours you clock in, it's all about the quality of those hours. Okay, now look at this. This is where it gets really interesting. On one side, you've got the employee grinding away for 12 hours a day, maybe pulling in 50 grand a year. And on the other, you have the entrepreneur, working 1 hour a day and making millions. And no, that's not a typo. The difference here isn't who's working harder. It's about a totally different way of thinking, built on one single powerful principle. So let's get into the why. Why do so many of us get stuck? Well, it's something called the hustle culture trap. This is the big reason why just working harder doesn't actually work for most people. I mean, does this sound familiar? You're exhausted, you're putting in the hours, you're trading your most precious resource, your time, for a paycheck that, let's be honest, just isn't enough. And that belief, that more hours mindset, it literally keeps you running on a hamster wheel. You're trapped in a system that was designed for a different era, a system that puts a hard ceiling on what you can earn. You can't break through it. The whole goal for the new wave of entrepreneurs isn't about working more, not at all. It's about working way less by building things smarter. So, if the old way of just working harder is a dead end, what's the alternative? Well, this is it. This is the big secret. It's the principle of leverage. This is what the new rich understand. It's the one concept that separates the people who trade their time for money from the people who build actual real freedom. So, what even is leverage? The simplest way to think about it is like this. It's a force multiplier. It's the magic that lets you get, say, 100 hours worth of results from just one single hour of your own focused work. It's about creating systems that keep working for you, even when you're sleeping. Okay, so the light bulb goes off. Leverage. That's the key. I get it. But, and this is the million-dollar question, right? How do you get it? How do you actually start using it in your life? Well, it turns out there are 3 main types, and understanding them is the very first step. Think of these as the tools you're going to use to build your future. All right, so the 3 big ones are labor, capital, and the one I'm really excited about, digital products. Let's break down what each of these really means. First, you've got labor. This is the classic old school way, right? You hire people to do work for you. And look, it can work, but in today's world, it's getting tougher. It's messy, it's expensive, and honestly, a lot of it can be done better and cheaper with automation. Okay, number 2, capital. This is using money to make more money. Think investments, stocks, real estate, and yeah, it's super powerful, but, and it's a big but, it has a huge barrier to entry. You need a big pile of cash to even get in the game. For most of us starting from scratch, that's just not an option. And that brings us to the 3rd one. And folks, this is the real game changer for our generation. Digital products. I'm talking about things like software, online courses, ebooks, anything that's just code and media. Think about this. You build it one time and you can sell it 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, forever, with basically 0 cost for each new copy. This is without a doubt the most powerful and permissionless form of leverage anyone has ever had access to. Okay, enough theory. That's the what. Now let's get to the how. This is your 1-hour action plan. We're going to get super practical here and show you exactly how to use those 365 hours to actually change your life. I mean, just let this sink in. If you're working a job, you're already giving 8, maybe more, of your best, most focused hours every single day to build someone else's dream. All we're talking about is taking back just one of those hours, just 60 minutes, and dedicating it to building your own dream. So, here's the blueprint. It's really simple. Step 1, wake up 1 hour earlier. You got to protect that first hour of the day when your mind is clear and your creativity is at its highest. Step 2, start building an audience. Just start writing online, on social media, about whatever you're passionate about. You'll start to attract people who are on the same wavelength. Step 3, create your product. Find a problem that you've personally solved and package that solution into something digital, like a simple ebook or a short video course. And the final step, and this is crucial, step 4, iterate and improve.
Your first product is not going to be perfect. That's okay. Just get it out there, listen to the feedback, and make it better. That's the whole cycle. So as we start to wrap this up, let's zoom out for a second. Why are we even doing this? Because it's really easy to get caught up in the tactics, but we need to remember the real goal here. And honestly, it's not just about the money. It's about control. It's about building the life you actually want to live. What we've laid out here isn't just a business plan. It's a system for taking back control. Control over your income, control over your time, control over your future. A life where you decide when you work, what you work on, and how much you can earn. That's what true freedom looks like. 365. That's the number. That's all it is. It's not 10,000 hours. It's 365 hours, spread out over a whole year, to build a foundation for a completely new life. You do it 1 hour at a time. It's such a small input for a ridiculously massive potential output. That, right there, is the power of leverage in action.
So I'm just going to leave you with this one question. You have those 365 hours this year. Everyone does. That 1 hour a day is there for the taking. You can let it just disappear into social media or TV, or you can grab it and use it to build something. The choice is completely yours. So, what are you going to build?